Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brandon Anderson. Currently fighting at 155 pounds. I will be fighting Eric Brown at Badbeat 5. I know he's pretty stocky dude, pretty big, strong for this weight division. I'm obviously the smaller guy. I dropped from 145 to 155, and I believe he's actually fought in heavier. I know he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Not bad stand-up at all. Okay wrestler. I believe he trains with Eric Paulson at a CSW. And, yeah, just he's really tough, really tough guy on the ground from what I've seen on him so far. I was scheduled to fight Gabe Rudiger, and had a change of opponent last minute. Fought Bobby Sanchez, very tough wrestler. Went in there with kind of the same game plan that I had with Gabe Rudiger. Just I wanted to keep it on the feet and not go to the ground. And Bobby was a wrestler, so it was kind of the same game plan. And when I went in there, I mean, game plan didn't go as I wanted. Started off on the feet and ended up catching me in a submission, and I actually went to sleep. Not how I wanted it to go, but you live and you learn, you know. I just loved the way the BAMMA show was run, the way the lights were when you get to walk out, the Commerce Casino. I mean, and Brett, just as a promoter, he's one of the true promoters that puts the fighters first, you know. The fans, everything was just cool. You felt like a star when you were walking out, and the lights were hitting you and stuff. It was a really cool show, and I took this fight on a couple weeks' notice again, and the second my guy called me and told me Brett had me, I didn't even care the opponent. I just wanted to get in because I really like fighting for BAMMA. For the last BAMMA and part of this one, I was actually living inside the gym at Chemo's Fight Factory, training under my good buddy Tom Gloudman, guys up there like Jay Jackson, Justin Wolf, Jason Chavez. The jiu-jitsu coach there is Marco Sharpe Machado, who's very legit. The kickboxing coach was this guy Larry, and Ruben Rosa, a very experienced and world champion in his sport. And now I'm back down living in Temecula, and those guys are still going to come. Those guys are still coming down and helping me out. But now I'm back at the compound, training with Sean Loeffler, who actually just recently signed with the UFC. I've been working privately and getting my boxing down with Alan Roach. Very tough and very good stand-up. I've been doing my strength and conditioning coach with one of the head trainers at EM Speed Training, Tate Hess, and just started actually doing some more jiu-jitsu over at this place called Cage Addiction under Beto Diaz. Trains a lot with the Nogueira brothers. So I like to jump around and train and do a lot of cross-training. I think the more people you train with, the more styles you get a feel for. I think if you train with the same partners day in, day out, you start to get accustomed to them, and I like to try to train with as many people as I can, you know. I think it will help him. I don't think it's a disadvantage really to me. Like my last fight, I didn't really have a chance to get too many fans there, but I know that a lot of my fans are watching me live on the internet, and I'll actually be able to I got some people coming to this fight, so because I have a little bit more time, so I think it has its advantages to him, but I don't really think it's a disadvantage to me. When you're in the cage, you're so focused. I mean, you don't hear nobody. You don't really hear nothing except for your cornerman, you know, and the ref. So, I mean, it's got its advantages and its disadvantages, but, you know, you just got to block that stuff out and just be ready to go when you get in the cage. I just thought it was awesome. I mean, I've fought in some pretty good shows, some big shows, but nothing with the type of exposure that it was. I mean, it's also, I mean, I'm sure it's great for business as far as the promoter goes, and it's also great for business as far as the fighter goes, because when people know it's live, I mean, I don't have a very great fan base, but I had a couple hundred people that I know watching it live on the internet, and it does more sponsorships for both the promoter and the fighter, get your name out there. I mean, I didn't do too well my last fight, which, you know, it kind of sucks, but it still was great exposure for me. It was cool that my family across the country were watching in different time zones, you know. It was awesome, you know. Like, I wish people could just seen how the setup was there, the lights, the casino. It was everything about it. It was just so professional. There's UFC guys on the card, Strikeforce guys on the card. It's just crazy, and to get to fight along them, and not only do your family and friends get to watch you, they get to also watch guys that they get to watch on TV, so they know you're not just fighting on some small hard you're fighting with some of the best guys in the world, you know. I'm pumped, man. Especially after what happened last time. I'm training 3 to 5 times a day. I'm gonna go out there and give it all. I really want to make up for what happened last time in the cage. I don't want only people to talk about, you know, obviously UFC vets, but I also want them to throw my name in there for how well I did that night. You know, I want them to also be. I mean, obviously I'm not Michael Guyman or Gabe Rudiger, but I want them to talk. I want to be the talk of the card just as well as they are. You know. It ain't going to be a 20-second fight like last time. I will promise that. I mean, I know Eric Brown's tough. I'm training 2 times a day in every single thing. I know he's a good jiu-jitsu guy, and I'm a very good wrestler, so I'm hoping that that'll offset it. We've been working a really good game plan with some of my coaches, and I'm going to come out there and I'm going to bang. So I hope Eric's down to stand and bang, and it's going to be a show. It's definitely going to be good. Yeah, I'd like to thank Scullylicious Clothing and Street Fame. Those are 2 of my new sponsors. I'd like to give a shout out to the Compound, Chemo's Fight Factory, all the guys that are helping me: Sean Loeffler, Alan Roach, Jason Chavez, Jay Jackson, Tate Hess, my family big time. If it wasn't for my family, my brothers, my parents, my girlfriend, they're my backbone. You know, they keep me pushing every day. I mean, it's very, very stressful as a fighter, you know, having to worry about what you have to eat, your weight every single day. The weight really plays a big factor, and if I didn't have my family to push me and my teammates, I mean, it's very, very tough without them, you know. So if you're only as strong as your teammates, you know. So I'd like to just thank everybody that's helping me fight and everyone that's going to continue to help fight. Hey, guys, it's Brandon Anderson. March 16th, going to be fighting the tough Eric Brown at Badbeat 5 in Commerce Casino, Commerce. It's going to be a hell of a show, guys. You're not going to miss it. The doors open at 6, fights start at 7, and again, it's March 16th.